in the last couple of months, Puma has dropped a few colorways with some new materials for the Puma Mostro, which is making a comeback after more than 15 years. And even last week we had one of the nicest colorways, which will also have some different materials for this Puma Mostro, which is called the Archive, for which I will drop a review in the next couple of days. But it seems that in the last days of September, Puma has teamed up with A$AP Rocky to give us a full collection. So I'm actually quite excited that I managed to get a few items from this collection. One of it, of course, is the Puma Mostro 3D, for which we're gonna have a look at today. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It will really help out the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. In today's video, guys, we're gonna have a look at one of the most exciting releases coming from Puma in the last couple of years. So let's go ahead and also take them out of the box, guys, which, as you can see, will come in a very interesting box in this green and black colorway, which we'll just have here on top written A$AP, and we're also gonna have the Puma logo as well. So let's just go ahead and take them out, guys. So as you can see, even inside we're gonna have the same A$AP and Puma logos all over this white wrapping paper. So let's just go ahead and take them out, guys. So inside, guys, we're gonna have a very interesting looking pair of 3D printed shoes, and this one will be the Puma Mostro in collaboration with A$AP Rocky. So it might be just me, guys, but I don't actually feel that this one was advertised more than a week in advance of the actual release. So this one dropped in the last week of September, at least here in the UK, for the retail price of £230, which will be around $270 US, making this 3D printed release one of the most expensive yet on the market. So this one dropped alongside a few other items on the Puma website, and as I said earlier, this is gonna be a collaboration with A$AP Rocky, so I guess that's why we're gonna pay a high retail price, as we're gonna have this name attached to the release. But in my opinion, guys, even though we're gonna have a very futuristic and aggressive look for this pair of shoes, unfortunately, as this one is gonna be a 3D printed release, the level of comfort won't be too good. So besides this red and black colorway, it's either we're gonna receive a black and green colorway, or maybe that one was dropped in another part of the world. So let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this very futuristic looking shoe, guys. So as this one is gonna be a one-piece construction, which is also 3D printed, we're gonna have this resin based printing, which will have a lot of these very aggressive lines. So for most of this upper, we're also gonna have a lot of perforation holes, which for sure will give this pair a very good ventilation. We're also gonna have these spikes. So this one will be an oversized interpretation of that Puma Mostro, which was released originally back in the early 2000s, which this year had a lot of re-releases. So these spikes will be present here at the front on top of the tobo section. We're also gonna have it on the side as well, which is actually quite enlarged. We're also gonna have it here at the back of the heel section, and also for the midsole. As I said earlier, we're also gonna have a lot of perforation holes, but unfortunately, as this one is gonna be a 3D printed one, this material, it's not that soft as other releases. For sure the Easy Foam runners will be so much softer. Of course, as this one is gonna be a one-piece construction, the entry in this shoe will be quite easy, but I find that this shoe is overall a bit too stiff for my liking. So as usual guys, in the midfoot we're gonna have this Puma form strip, which looks quite nice. The design is quite simple, but for sure it's quite recognizable. So going inside of the shoe guys, you can see that for this one we won't have any padding, but here at the back of the heel section we're gonna have like a second layer on the inside, which I guess it's trying to replicate some extra cushioning. At the bottom we're gonna have, I would say, a nice design which should give a decent grip. We're also gonna have this Puma logo as well here at the heel section alongside the sizing tag. For sure the overall design for this one guys, it's quite impressive and very aggressive as I said earlier, but unfortunately we're gonna have some cushioning just at the front of the shoe. I really feel that this heel section doesn't give any flex at all. So as this one is gonna be a printed shoe, we won't have any separate rubber outsoles or midsoles. We're just gonna have this exaggerated midsole, which will be made out of the same spikes. We're also gonna have the Puma lettering here in the midfoot alongside a lot of these perforation holes. As in for the actual sizing guys, for this one I just went blindly to my true to size, and I need to admit that this one actually fits me just perfectly, and I will see that it's gonna be roughly the same for people with normal feet. But if you have wide feet guys, most definitely you'll need to go with the next available size comparing with your normal sizing. So overall guys, this brand new release coming from Puma in collaboration with A$AP Rocky for this 3D Mostro release. In my opinion, it's very nice looking, and it will have a very futuristic design, which will also be the case for the normal Puma Mostro as well. For sure this one is taking it a step further with this 3D printed release, where you're gonna have a very breathable pair of shoes with a very aggressive design. Unfortunately this one comes at a very high retail price, which will be 230 pounds or around 270 US dollars. And unfortunately for that high retail price we won't receive a very good level of comfort. I really feel that this one overall it's a bit too stiff and not too flexible. Of course I really like the design for this one guys, but unfortunately this is not gonna be a very practical pair of shoes. But the design guys, I really feel that it's coming straight from the future. I really like it a lot, but unfortunately I also want it to be comfortable as well. So yeah guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this very futuristic looking pair of shoes coming from Puma in collaboration with A$AP Rocky for this 3D Mostro. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.